in a lengthy spread earlier this autumn in Sports Illustrated. Came up with the ball after it had hit Orson Mobley. So West Virginia with a line drive kick and Florida State decent position. Campbell, Oblak, as you look at the Mountaineers defensively, and Harris are up front. Now the linebackers, there's Talley, number 90, relatively quiet in the first half. Preston on the inside, number 38, and joined there by Folks, who's a good one. Number 50, Hathaway, the other outside backer. From the 44-yard line, Williams goes to the air on first down, and it's a pickup of about 4 to Hassan Jones, number 3. The secondary is comprised of Reggie Armstead and Steve Newberry at the corners. And the safety man, Anthony Daniels, is a sophomore, 6'2", 200-pounder, and Tim Agee is a free safety at 5'11", 175. Second down and 6 from the Seminole 48-yard line. Ricky Williams gets to the West Virginia 47, stopped by Tim Agee, and he is shy of a first down by 1, 3rd and 1. Florida State going with Williams. He's gone all the way. Burnett at fullback, and Williams will alternate with Allen at tailback. Hester and Jones are the wideouts. Guys up front, Zeke Moat, the tight end, number 81. Jamie Dukes is a freshman. They like him, number 64, 6'1", 270-pounder. Double tight end set up here on 3rd down and 1 from the 47. And it's Allen looking for the first down. Slithers outside and gets it as he gets to the 43-yard line, and a penalty marker is dropped. Herb Harp, the tackle, may have been guilty of holding. Florida State. A penalty against them for holding, so that will nullify the first down.
Offense.
Had your bionic eye working on that one, didn't you?
Probably against Farf, number 75. 3rd down and 8 from the 46-yard line. Out of the shotgun. Williams under pressure and sacked at the 36-yard line. Todd Campbell, number 91. He provided the finishing touch along with Reggie Armstead, who came up from the corner on a corner blitz. And so instead of a first down, they have the penalty and now the sack, and they're forced to kick.
Todd Campbell was injured in the first half, and we didn't know if he was going to be back in action or not. Obviously, he's healthy now and really getting the job done. He is the best of their down linemen defensively.
Ryan Harlow's kick is a long kick, but a line drive fielded by Drury at the 13, to the 20, to the 30, to the 40. He has one man to beat.
He's gone.
To the 30, to the 20-yard line, and he is wrestled down inside the 10. Drury wrestled down by the punter Harlow. Harlow this season has been kicking a lot of line drives. Now that kick had very good distance, but that's the problem. Drury is shaken up, maybe just a cramp. But when you kick a line drive, you run the risk of the guy being able to move up quickly, find a spot, a hole, as Drury did, and break a long one. 82 yards.
See how he's holding it up? That almost always means a hamstring. I think I thought he was gone. I said he was gone, and he started to lose speed at the end. Harlow was able to catch him. Watch this. Here is the aforementioned line drive kick that Al Michaels pointed out. Drury makes a good move right here. You see that? He heads up the middle. Now he has a choice. He can go right or left. He opts for the left. And right now it's a foot race between he and Harlow, and it looks like he's going to win it, but he pulls up. The hamstring kept him from going into the touchdown.
82-yard run back. He sets him up with first down and goal, and it's Wolfley taking it just inside the 5-yard line. So it's been all kicking game tonight. That's been the difference for both teams.
Big plays on special teams. The special units have really dominated the action here this evening. You know, have you ever pulled a hamstring?
Yes.
It is painful. It feels like you have been shot in the back of your leg.
Well, we'll try to get a report on Drury. hopefully just a cramp. We'll wait and see. Big man for him on runbacks. And a fellow who does a decent job as a wide receiver. Second down and goal with Hollins in motion. Hostetler rolling, pumping, faking, and throwing incomplete. Rao, number 85, at the back of the end zone was the intended receiver. So third down and goal. Garth Jacks flushing the quarterback, Hostetler, out of the pocket.
Frustrating so far for the Mountaineers because they have been so close in certain situations. He's limping along there, and just the way he was holding the back of his leg and the way he was moving makes me think that he pulled a hamstring. And usually that means you're not going to be playing the rest of the night.
Third down and goal from the 5-yard line. They flex Rao, the tight end, to the right side. Send Gray in motion, and Hostetler is under a lot of pressure and can't get it away. Loses the ball at the 25-yard line, but they're going to whistle it dead at the 21.
That's going to be a questionable call because that looked like it could be a possible fumble. Hostetler sprinting out to his right. He's looking for a combination pattern on the right side. Wojtek right there is going to wrestle him down, and let's watch. You see this? His knee does hit first, so it's a good call on the part of the official. From here momentarily, it looked like it might be questionable.
A loss of 11, so Woodside now comes in for a 32-yard field goal attempt. He's made 2 of 3. The other was blocked. Agee spots it down, and the kick by Woodside is no good. Woodside had missed only 3 all season, all from long range. This was a chip shot. He had the distance but not the accuracy, and with 11:02 remaining in the third period, it's the Seminoles still on top, 17-6.
We are USA 1, taking charge with celebrity. No import sedan at any price can match this Chevrolet for the room it gives you with the mileage it gives you. And Chevrolet now brings it to you at new, lower prices. The 5-passenger front-wheel drive Celebrity with standard engine electronic fuel injection. Chevrolet's new generation sedan. And now on new 82 models only, get 10.9% financing that can save you hundreds of dollars on financing costs.
Space. Add more to your home, add more to your fuel bill. Lower your thermostat, but watch out. Bitter cold outer space can make inner space unlivable. Solution, a kerosene monitor system. One of the most efficient heating systems on Earth. Easy to install, with a memory bank that turns itself on and off. A kerosene monitor system for economical comfort beyond the ordinary.
Get back in the groove. Life in the fast lane with Bowling's High Rollers. The Professional Bowlers Tour 22nd year begins January 15th on ABC.
You talk about a mountain man, I'll tell you. Boy, those Mountaineers, they have got the spirit. West by God, Virginia.
On first down from the 20-yard line, they give it to Ricky Williams, who works his way past the 30, fumbles the ball out at the 32-yard line and recovers himself. Ricky Williams, number 44, with a good run.
This is a magnificent individual effort by Ricky Williams as we get a little bit of a Statue of Liberty action here. It looked like pass momentarily. Breaks 1 tackle, 2 tackles, steps over his own man. Now watch this action right here. Bounces away, juke steps, pulls back, cuts back to his right, fumbles momentarily, then pounces on his own fumble. That is a tremendous individual effort right there by Ricky Williams, who had 857 yards during the regular season.
First down after a 13-yard gain. Draw play. They call Williams' number again. He gets out to the 37-yard line. Williams is a senior. We mentioned earlier he has been working in tandem with Greg Allen. It's amazing that Greg Allen was able to lead the country in scoring this year, getting into the end zone 21 times and playing just half the time. But he has to share duty with that man whose numbers are reflected there.
Tailback tandems obviously can work, though. I mean, the obvious example is what SMU did with their remarkable tailback tandem. Dickerson James. Second down and 6.
This is Allen. And he gets it out to the 43-yard line where he stopped by Hathaway. The other thing it does for you, Lee, as you well know, is it keeps you fresh. At the end of the game, you're coming in with a fresh back more often than not.
That's why so often you can break a long run in the fourth quarter with a tailback tandem. Now that's an interesting stat right there.
They'll measure for the first down. As you can see, the tailback tandem for Florida State has outgained West Virginia throughout the course of the season. West Virginia's entire running offense. And they have a first down. They're second on this drive. First and 10, Florida State from the 43-yard line. 9:45 to go, third quarter. Florida State on top 17-6 in the Gator ball.
They keep coming at you with a lot of different looks, too. They'll be an I team one time, then they'll go to split backs, then they'll be in the shotgun. Smorgasbord offense, show you a little bit of everything.
From the 43-yard line, Greg Allen looking for room. No, sir. First man to wrap him up was Todd Campbell, number 91. You go back a couple of years when Florida State had a chance to win a national championship, came very, very close, went to the Orange Bowl where they lost to Oklahoma. That team was defensively oriented. It was the defense that got them there. Now, Bobby Bowden, after what would be considered for Florida State now an off year, last year 6-5, coming back on the other side as you look at Lowry loosening up and his team wild and wide open. And he's a gambler now. On second down and 9, Williams shoveling it off and complete to Ken Burnett, the fullback, and he takes it all the way to the 44 of West Virginia, where he is stopped by A.G. So resourcefulness there, shown by Blair Williams, under pressure just to get rid of the ball.
Resourcefulness is what it is. He's taking straight drop back action here. You see the protection setting up. And what he does is move to his left, right here, comes forward, and he's under a lot of trouble, and he just really bloops one. It looks like a jump shot, a little push shot out to Ken Burnett, number 20, who comes on downfield, and Ken Agee, number 44, who has been the leading tackler in the secondary for the Mountaineers, comes up with another one.
Seminoles from the 44-yard line, and Williams is going deep and looking for Hester, and he dropped the ball at the 5-yard line. He got behind Newberry, but couldn't make the catch. Jesse Hester, number 4.
Jesse Hester, number 4, has been on a low roll in the last 3 games. He dropped 2 touchdown passes against LSU, and now it appears momentarily that he's going to have another one. The ball was tipped, I think, a little bit, or at least he was face guarded, but he was distracted enough to drop the ball. However, that is definitely a catchable pass, and there is a study in frustration right now, and it's a terrible thing when you get on that kind of a roll and you're dropping long passes consistently.
On second down and 10 from the 44, over the middle, it's Hassan Jones. He has a first down, getting to the 29-yard line. AG again in on the stop, and with 8:08 to go in the third period, the Seminoles mounting a drive. Looking good at this point.
But they keep coming at you with a lot of different receivers. As you pointed out, they have 5 really who are pretty much interchangeable. He runs right by Talley there, underneath the coverage, into the secondary. And Tim Agee, again, is the man that comes up with a tackle.
First down, Florida State from the 29-yard line. Pitch it to Allen. Allen inside the 20.
Look out.
Cuts back, goes in for the touchdown. Ken Burnett laid down the block to spring him. Don Nealon doesn't like anything he has seen in this half to this point, and Allen right there showing why the people in Florida State think he can be an All-American. Great moves. He has that instinct that every great running back has. Knows exactly where he is, when he has to make the cut, when to give you the juke step, when to turn it on. And he scores here to make it 23-6, and Phil Hall makes it 24-6. 2 great blocks by Burnett and Dukes that time.
And to punctuate what Al Michaels just said, here is an example of the running of Greg Allen. Right there, the cutback, juke step, limp leg, end zone.
7:46 to go as you look at Allen. Third period, 24-6 Seminoles.
It's a funny feeling when you're 17, just finished.
The kick Kickoff fielded at the 4-yard line by Tom Gray of West Virginia. Hit hard at the 19-yard line and driven back by Larry Harris. So Florida State all charged up. West Virginia will begin this drive deep in its own territory. 7 minutes and 40 seconds remaining in the third period. And the Seminoles are on top 24-6 as you look at the numbers on Florida State's last drive. And it was a well-conceived drive. Key passes by Williams and then the run by Allen.
And a good mixture of plays.
And remember, they had closed the first half with a quick drive through the air to go up by 11. Hostetler is under pressure, and down he goes, swarmed under at the 10-yard line. The charge led by Carricker and Foytik. There's Carricker, number 76, junior from Columbus, Ohio.
Alfonso Carricker, number 76. Look at this man right here, number 76, blasting through from his defensive tackle position. 6'6", 250 pounds. He had 97 tackles. What a year he's had. He's been in on a little bit of everything. 8 quarterback sacks. You look at those numbers.
They are really juiced up. Getting the fans going. Second down, 18 from the 9. Quarterback draw. Hostetler moving to the outside and is thrown out of bounds at the 19-yard line by Warren Hanna, number 9. It'll be third down, 8.
This is exactly the type of a game that West Virginia hoped to avoid. They don't like to be in the posture of playing catch-up football. They're down 24-6 right now, and that's not the kind of game that they like to play. They like to control the football. They like to get a lead and control it.
Third down and 8 from the 19 as Hostetler has protection and this time has a man open over the middle. Number 81 is Darrell Miller, a senior from Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania, and a first down out of the 36.
Good call, good throw. Maybe the best pass of the night from Hostetler. A third obvious pass situation. He came with a curl-in route to his wide receiver on the left. It might be the definitive third down play, that and the sideline cut.
First down from the 36. Hostetler looking for Mullen, has him at the 40-yard line, and he's bumped out of bounds at the 41 by Harvey Clayton. Pickup of about 5, 6:18 to go in the third period. West Virginia on the move, but down by 18.
Gary Mullen, a sophomore, 5'11", 170. Very simple route. Cuts it to the sideline, and the timing was right there. How about those sneakers right there? That sort of reflects what kind of a night it's been.
Right now, not raining. I was going to say not raining at all. It appears to just be sprinkling. But the field, not in that good a shape. On second down and 6, the pass is overthrown, intended for Mark Rao, the tight end. And it will be third down.
I think the wet ball is still affecting the timing and the touch of both quarterbacks, however. Hostetler's stats would certainly show that. 7 of 19 for 74 yards and 2 interceptions. Now that's very important, that last part.
Both by Brian McCrary.
Well, the Noles are pumped up too.
Seen that man before. Goes to every Florida State game. Third down and 5 from the 41. Hostetler going deep and incomplete, intended for his big play man, Hollins, who has been silent tonight. He was covered by McCrary, and Hostetler took a lick from Ponder.
Play action fake right here, close up. Now watch this. Now the pressure that Al is talking about is right there. Ponder, that is in your face.
And it's fourth down and 5 now from the 41-yard line. As Steve Superick, a freshman from Virginia Beach, Virginia, takes the low snap. He's under pressure again, gets the kick away. It's a line drive, fielded at the 24 by Cedric Jones, picking up some blocking to the 30, to the 40, to the 45, Jones gets into West Virginia territory, and the punter, Superick, drops him at the 40, and a marker is down. Penalty flag is down. Back at the 31-yard line.
Almost always you look for a clip.
Cedric Jones with a good run back, but apparently much of it will be negated, apparently on a clip by Brad Foytik, number 98. But Nealon's got to be going crazy right now with all these breakdowns in his kicking game.
Precisely the part of the game that he stresses the most.
He's had a punt block, a field goal block, missed a field goal, had one run back for a touchdown against them. Now a long punt return, but at least he is saved by an apparent clip. And that'll move it all the way back to the 16-yard line. So the Seminoles will start from there. 5:47 to go in the third period.
There you go, blocking below the waist.
24-6.
Receivers.
Florida State.
First down.
It's ingenious, genuine bell.
It's the bell remembering numbers, the future in your home. It's a bell for having fun with from the folks who built the phone. It's a bell that's so easy. It's a bell that lights the way. It's smarter and it's better. It's the bell that makes you say,
It's ingenious,
terrific.
it's genuine bell. It's ingenious, genuine bell.
It's a bell that makes life easy every single day. It's a bell you can count on in so many ways. Every system we're designing, every product that we do, the better ways we're finding to connect the world to you.
It's ingenious, it's genuine bell. It's ingenious, genuine bell. It's ingenious, it's genuine bell. It's ingenious, genuine bell.
It's at your Bell Phone Center. Sunday, Matt Houston fights for a heavyweight to stop a death in the ring.
Florida State with a 1st and 10 from the 17-yard line. 5:47 to go in the third period. And the Seminoles on top by 18. A flag is down as Williams goes to the right side and is bumped out of bounds near the 20-yard line, but a marker is down. Illegal procedure against the Seminoles is the call by the referee, Robert Baye. And a 5-yard penalty assessed here. Back to the 12. 5 minutes and 40 seconds remaining in the third period.
Procedure. Offense. Still first down.
Well, the Seminoles are a big play team, Alan. We've seen that tonight. But they would like nothing better right now than to have a sustained drive controlling the football on the ground if they could make that happen. But right now it's more of a passing situation.
1st and 15. The reverse, it's McKinnon who scored a touchdown in the first half. Out past the 20, the 30, McKinnon to the 40. Another big play for Florida State. He has one man to beat, and Newberry finally tackles him at the 23-yard line. That's the way Florida State gets conservative. They stay on the ground all right, but they'll run the reverse on you. With a great block that time from McKinnon.
That pretty much exemplifies what we're talking about, how they believe in trick plays, gadget plays, all kinds of reverses, Statue of Liberties, double screens, throwback. They have plays where the quarterback will wind up catching the football. They literally have that smorgasbord attack. My old coach, the late Cactus Jack Curtis, is the first one who I ever used that term, the smorgasbord offense.
65-yard gain. It's Allen inside the 20, the 15, and he gets all the way down to the 7-yard line. So the Seminoles thinking route right now. E.J. Daniels made the tackle. 24-6 they lead, and they're knocking on the door again.
That's the kind of team they have been. They either win big or they lose big. With the exception of the Florida game, it's been that way for them all year. That's what Bobby Bowden told us yesterday. He said, we'll probably win big or we'll lose big.
Outside of that Florida game, their two losses were to Pittsburgh by 20 and to LSU by 34.
Yep.
And as Lee mentioned, most of the games they won by scores like 59-8, 56-17 in routes. This is Williams, and they read that play well. Dave Preston, number 38, dragging him back. It'll be second down and goal.
We talked about the quarterback tandem, and I said that if one quarterback had a hot hand, he would probably stay there. Blair Williams has been moving the football team effectively for them, so he's left him in the game. Now, in 1979, when I last covered Florida State, they had another quarterback tandem. That was Jordan and Woodham. And they had to, Bobby said, I hope that I would never have to deal with that again, because he had for 3 years people talking about that, and now he's got a tandem again.
And Williams went to the same high school that Jordan and Woodham attended as he throws to the end zone here, and it is incomplete. The official who was behind the play, as Ouija Thompson was the receiver, couldn't see it and was looking for help from an official who had a clearer angle, and he said no. It was either apparently trapped or dropped.
Ouija Thompson ran a quick post pattern. Now, he's a big guy, lanky, 6'6", 216 pounds. He's on the left. He's running the quick down and in or quick post pattern. Now, look, the ball seems to be deflected right there. It looks momentarily like he has a touchdown, but the official right there says no.
So it's third down and goal from the 11-yard line. As Williams drops back, throws to the end zone again, and it's incomplete, and we've got a penalty marker. No doubt about that one. Dennis McKinnon was the intended receiver, and Newberry made contact, and that was an obvious fall.
This is a blatant interference call. He is running a corner route, quick corner route. McKinnon to the outside. Here comes Newberry, number 28. Now watch the contact as his foot locks with McKinnon right there.
First and goal for the Seminoles with 3:42 remaining in the third period. And of course it is Allen who is in the game. He's already scored once tonight, the tailback number 26. You can look for him to get the ball. Pitch to him. Touchdown. They call him Mr. Touchdown. That's what they call him on the campus in Tallahassee.
That's enough.
Isolated.
Well, you've seen Herschel Walker do it in this part of the country a few times. You've seen a lot of USC tailbacks do it. Allen up, and away.
And Phil Hall with the extra point. Florida State. Long drive, quick drive, big play by McKinnon on the reverse. Allen caps it with a second TD, 3:36 to go in the third quarter in the Gator Bowl, and the Seminoles lead it 31-6.
Well, moms and dads the world around give their kids the same old sound. Got to go to school, be a big success. They wouldn't settle for anything less. Now they've learned whatever you seek, you'll help yourself to reach your peak. In the Army, Navy, Air Force, Marines. Need a trade? Looking for a skill? They have hundreds to fit the bill.
Mike Rendina to kick off for Florida State. Seminoles on top by a score of 31-6. And the kick is a good one that's dropped at the 3 and picked up by Tom Gray at the 7. He gets out past the 15 and is stopped at the 19-yard line. First and 10. ABC News Magazine 2020, normally seen tonight, back next week with a story on people who have apparently died and have now come back to life. And they talk about it. The story about near death next Thursday night on 2020.
Oh, boy.
I felt that way from time to time.
Yeah, I was going to say, that sounds like they're talking about that.
At the 19-yard line, first and 10 for the Mountaineers. Hostetler out to the 30-yard line where he finds Rich Hollins for a first down.
First catch of the night for Hollins. We talked about him at the very top of the show as their big play man. He's the guy that they have run so consistently throughout the year on streak patterns, streak or fly routes. That time a little curl in for the first down.
Hollins, the fellow who was averaging over 27 yards per reception. First and 10 at the 31-yard line. Hostetler. Incomplete, intended for Rao at the 42-yard line. Pat Milligan covering. 2:53 to go in the third. Florida State going 83 yards in 6 plays. Didn't take them very long. The big play by McKinnon. And then Allen capping it.
They have been a big play team all year. They score on big plays. They actually initiate so many of their drives with big plays.
31-6, Florida State. Second down and 10. West Virginia from the 31-yard line. Hostetler looking for Hollins, but he's covered well, and the pass is well overthrown, and Hanna was right there with him. Third down and 10.
Those numbers pretty much tell it for Hostetler, although not completely. A couple of passes have been dropped, and a couple of times he has barely overshot receivers. Don Nealon, this is really that is a look of frustration, and it's been that kind of a night for the years.
They're down by 25. They're faced with a 3rd and 10 here from the 31-yard line. Late in the third period. Hostetler looking, throwing back now, complete to Brown at the 46-yard line, and he's dropped at the 49. Wayne Brown hit by John McLean in a first down.
Hostetler passing to Brown.
First and 10 from the 49. Well, following your local news tonight, Nightline will take a look at what's ahead for sports and politics in 1983. Jimmy the Greek among the guests tonight. And then the last word on most of these ABC stations. First down from the 49-yard line. A little trickery here as Mullen takes the give, gets into Florida State territory with a great move inside the 25 and is run out of bounds at the 21-yard line. So that's a play out of the Seminole book.
Ripped the page right out of the Knowles book there. All right, here's the fake right here. It looks like it's going to be the tailback blast. And then Hostetler slips the ball to his wide receiver, Gary Mullen, who really puts a juke step on Warren Hanna, number 9, fakes in, stays back to the outside, and comes up with a big play. 29 yards for the Mountaineers, and they've got something going right now. And it's important that they do because they're way down.
They need to cash in. First down from the 22-yard line. This is Hostetler. And he gets to the 12. He likes contact. Clayton made the stop. You won't see too many quarterbacks do that. Put the shoulder down and try for that extra yard.
Hostetler is not your basic key-sheeting quarterback. I mean, this guy is tough. You know, he's 6'3", 212 pounds, and he'll pump the irons, and he'll hit you.
I remember you at Utah when you were playing 2-platoon football and you were the free safety. You were a basic key-sheeting quarterback.
Jack Curtis told me to line up 15 yards deep and retreat at the snap of the ball. That's how I played safety.
First down from the 12-yard line. Through the middle goes the fullback, Ron Wolfley, taking it to the 9. And it'll be second down and 7.
Trailing 31-6, it's very important that the Mountaineers score a touchdown now. That could put them back in the football game. They would have a lot of work in the fourth quarter, but at least would still have a ball game. If they don't go in now and Florida State scores again, turn out the lights.
Second down and 7 from the 9. Hostetler has a man, and it is complete, but he did not get in. It is inside the 1 to Wayne Brown. Brown was in the end zone, then had to come back to make the catch, which he does, but shy of the goal line. However, it should be a first down.
It's going to be a first down. Play action fake. Hostetler rolls out to the right. Now watch this. This is a perfectly thrown pass to his wide receiver right there, and it looks momentarily that he has a touchdown, but he comes back, and it's going to come down on about the half-yard line. Number 24, Harvey Clayton.
It's also coming back a lot further than that because we had a flag.
Holding.
Holding penalty.
So it nullifies everything.
again, the type of things that Don Nealon absolutely hates to see. He hates to see breakdowns in his kicking game, special units, and he hates to see penalties and turnovers.
So now it's second down at 19 from the 21-yard line. Quarterback drawing, a lot of room for Hostetler, who takes it down to the 9-yard line. He was stopped by Brian McCrary, who was just about the only man between Hostetler and the goal line.
Brian McCrary's had a big night. 2 interceptions. He's been all over the field on tackles.
Touchdown-saving tackle.
Hostetler, quarterback draw. He takes 3 steps back. He sees the opening up the middle, makes a little move to his right, back to his left, and McCrary, Brian McCrary, number 43, who's been busy in that secondary tonight. He's only 5'11", 170 pounds. Hostetler, 6'3", 212 pounds. He nails it.
Third down and 7 from the 9-yard line. Hostetler protected well, and then it's dropped in the end zone by Wayne Brown, number 19. Don's ready to bite off his tongue.
It seems like they're almost playing by Murphy's laws tonight, because almost everything that could go wrong for them has gone wrong. Wayne Brown, number 19, on a quick post pattern. There it is. It appears that he has the ball. Harvey Clayton, number 24, steps in front, waves at it. It didn't look to me that he deflected the pass, however, and it seemed like a very catchable ball.
Just a distraction. Fourth down and 7 with the ball at the 9-yard line. And of course they have to go for it in this situation. Down by 25. Hostetler too high, intended for Mullen. So the drive comes up empty. Hostetler is now 9 out of 26.
But at least 4 that I can think of have been catchable passes. They should have been caught. There have been other times when he's had near misses. But let's face it, he hasn't had a good night.
No.
Part of it is the footage down there. Part of it is the fact that the ball has been wet throughout the evening, although the rain here has stopped. I think we can say now that it's stopped. We've seen him drizzle.
15 seconds to go in the period. This should be the final play of the quarter. Florida State from the 9-yard line on first down. Pitch it to Allen. He fakes the reverse. He gets past the 15, the 20, and out to the 25-yard line. And so the third period will culminate on a 16-yard gain by Greg Allen, who's having a big night. Dennis Folks and Tim Agee combined on the tackle.
Greg Allen on the carry.
We asked Allen yesterday if he particularly admired or watched any back. He said that he's always liked Tony Dorsett, and at times the way he moves, those little juke steps and the head and shoulder fakes and some of the open field ability, he reminds me of Dorsett. Of course, Tony was the quintessential all-purpose back when he was in Pittsburgh.
That's the end of the third quarter.
Third period is over. Allen has picked up 99 yards tonight on 10 carries. 15 minutes to go. 31-6. Florida State leading West Virginia in the Gator Bowl. We'll continue after this commercial message and a word from our local station.
He's versatile, daring, athletic, and what every kid wants for Christmas.
It doesn't even need batteries.
The toy. He turned their house into a home.
I love you, Jack.
And their home into a battlefield. Richard Pryor, Jackie Gleason, The Toy. Rated PG. Now playing at a theater near you.
Chevy trucks are taking charge with the all-new S10 Blazer, available with the revolutionary InstaTrack four-wheel drive system. Shift from freewheeling two-wheel drive to four-wheel drive high and back at any speed. S10 Blazer, from America's truck sales leader. Top Chevy trucks are taking charge. And now on new 82 models only, get 10.9% financing that can save you hundreds of dollars on financing costs.
Sunday, Roger Moore as James Bond in Live and Let Die.
Tonight on Action News, we'll hear from Artis Gilmore of the Spurs and see if the hole in the Metrodome will make the Cowboys and Vikings play someplace else. This and more after the game.
Looking for year-end dividends? The deal you make at your Toyota dealer now could be your year-end dividend. Toyota reliability is a dividend, too.
Listen.
During the first year, owners rate Toyota #1 in reliability.
Hurry, selection and prices may never be better. Tercels, Corollas, Supras, Celicas, Cressidas, trucks.
We want a deal to clear them out by New Year's.
Time is running out.
Look for this sign at participating dealers now.
Nobody else can give you the feeling.
Toyota.
You know, there are 2 good ways to save big bucks on car care. 1, do it yourself. 2, make Auto Shack your parts store. Auto Shack has everything you need to keep your car running right at true discount prices. And here's another real good reason to make Auto Shack your parts store.
All the parts I need.
I do it myself.
And save.
Auto Shack, your discount parts supermarket. There's more for you on 24 Action News with Kim Ross.
At the Gator Bowl, Al Michaels with Lee Grosscup and Ann Simon as we start the 4th period. It's 1st and 10 for Florida State from the 24-yard line. And Ricky Williams moves to the outside, puts his head down, and gets out to the 30-yard line. He is stopped there by Anthony Daniels, and here are the numbers through 3 quarters. Very deceptive at the bottom there.
Well, we've said it's almost a cliche about how statistics can be misleading, but if you look at the bottom line there, time of possession, West Virginia has had the ball for 27 minutes, 57 seconds. Florida State only 17:03. So you look at that and you think, well, we got a pretty close football game. But then you look up at the scoreboard, and the Seminoles are leading 31-6. So time of possession doesn't always mean that much when you're going against a big play team.
On 2nd and 4, Greg Allen is downed at the 34-yard line, close to a first down. It's Harris and Talley who made the stop. Well, West Virginia wanted to keep the ball away from Florida State to maintain possession, to come off with the long drive and keep the Florida State offense off the field, and for the most part they've done a pretty decent job of it, but Florida State's come up with a big play.
So that's why you've seen the face of Coach Nealon really reflecting that throughout the evening.
3rd down
frustration.
3rd and inches from the 34-yard line, and Williams picks up the first down. So Florida State right now just trying to use as much of the clock as they possibly can with 13 minutes and 34 seconds remaining in the game.
That's been their big play. It's sometimes referred to as student body right. Put everybody out in front of the ball carrier and let him turn that corner. Greg Allen says that's his favorite play. That time it was Ricky Williams. They both do it. Probably the 3 or 4 plays are the power pitch, the blast, the tailback draw, and the misdirection or counter play.
Williams faking the draw and then throwing out to the 45-yard line, and it's a first down as Orson Mobley takes it to the 49. The backup tight end is stopped there by Reggie Armstead. And the Seminoles with another first down at their own 49-yard line.
They scatter that ball around to all 5 of their receivers. They really have a bunch of guys who can catch the football. This goes back a lot of years, though, all the way back to Fred Biletnikoff back in 1964. He set the Gator Bowl record here, caught 4 touchdown passes from Steve Tensey. That still stands. Ron Sellers, of course. They've retired those 2 numbers.
This is Allen, who slips down. His knee touched at the 47-yard line after a gain of 4. So they have had the big play people, but strangely enough, when you think about Florida State, it is not a school like West Virginia that began its football program in the 1890s. In fact, Florida State did not even become a coeducational institution until 1947. The first male was admitted in early 47, and they fielded their first football team that fall.
Around the same time that they started playing the Gator Bowl. First Gator Bowl was 46.
On 2nd down and 6, Allen gets popped at the 44. You saw the flag at the bottom of the screen as Dave Preston made the hit. Check out the penalty. We've got a holding call against the Seminoles. Jacksonville, Florida, the site of the 38th Gator Bowl. Stadium was expanded. They added about 14,000 seats following the Gator Bowl game last year. As you can see, what they did is they added that upper deck on the left and the new press facility and some private boxes, and the capacity now is 80,000.
Offense. Second down.
Every seat filled tonight, or at least it was filled. They're starting to filter out.
So next to the Rose Bowl, this is the biggest in terms of seating capacity.
Among the stadiums that host bowl games, yep.
Or bowl, yeah, I'm talking about bowl games, right.
Second down and 14. Deep drop by Williams. They set up the screen. This is Ricky Williams inside the 45. And Ricky does it himself. He didn't have a whole lot of blocking, but he was able to maneuver his way through the middle all the way to the 40-yard line, and that's a first down. They needed 14. Picked up 16. First down at the 39-yard line.
They do mix it up. They will show you a few different looks, that time out of the shotgun. I know that offensive backfield coach Nick Kish has been really happy with his tailback tandem this past season.
Back to pass is Williams again. He throws for Mobley, and Mobley is thrown out of bounds at the 34-yard line. Basically, for Florida State, it's a better year than people anticipated. If you look at some of the magazines and listen to some of the experts before the season, most of them thought that Florida State would finish at about 6-5, maybe 7-4. At one point this season, they were 8-1, and then they went down to Tiger Stadium in Baton Rouge, played LSU, got blown away, and in a game in which the winner was going to go to the Orange Bowl, and LSU will be there, the loser here. And then they lost their final game of the season to Florida. Still wound up 8-3 for the regular year and appear to be on their way to a victory here, leading by 25. The reverse again, and this time it's McKinnon on a play that worked beautifully before, but West Virginia says we've seen that. And not again. Talley and Folks made the tackle.
They've seen that a couple times.
Yep. Penalty flag is down in addition.
And a marker on the play.
So the game getting ragged. As we're beginning to see more and more flags. Flip against Florida State. Well, Cupper said he likes Penn State in that one. Paterno and company, and they are slightly favored against the Bulldogs, despite the fact Georgia goes into that Sugar Bowl game undefeated, and Penn State goes in with one loss, having lost to Alabama in midseason. But little doubt that the winner of that game will be the national champion.
The main reason I like them in that game is because of their quarterback, Todd Blackledge. I think he gives them the edge.
8 o'clock Saturday night, the Sugar Bowl. After the penalty, second down and 21, and from the shotgun, Blair Williams has a man open. It's Ouija Thompson, and Thompson gets it to the 38, which is just about the original line of scrimmage, so it'll be third down and 10. He stopped there by Folks and Armstead.
Ouija Thompson.
10.5 minutes to play. Third down, call it 9. Florida State at the Mountaineer 38-yard line. Shotgun. Williams throwing and incomplete. It was one-hopped by Tony Johnson at the 21-yard line, and so the punting unit comes in for the Seminoles with 10:07 to play in the game.
One-hoppers don't count in this sport.
No, sir. Occasionally you'll get away with one, though. Brian Harlow kicking from midfield. It's a terrible looking kick.
You talk about a shank.
Oh, boy.
That's a shank and a half.
And they'll mark it out of bounds at the 30-yard line. So it's an 8-yard kick, and we have 10:01 to play in the game, and the Seminoles are in very good shape. And the answer is yes. That's Steve Nicholas. That's Jack's son, who is redshirting this season. He's a sophomore wide receiver at Florida State for Bobby Bowden. His team is leading. West Virginia has the ball, and on first down, it's complete to Darrell Miller, number 81, who picks up 11 as he gets out to the 82. And, of course, there's a great likeness there. Used to caddy for his dad. I guess he still does on occasion. Steve Nicholas.
Golden Bear.
Yep. Golden Bear Jr.
Golden Bear Jr.
6'2", 185.
How about those Golden Bears this year? They would not die.
Talking about Cal.
Talking about the University of California, Joe Cap.
First down for West Virginia from the 42-yard line. And this is Curlin Beck on a slow developing play. Stopped by Prince Matt. Second down, Don Nealon. Had a good year. Joe Cap. Listen to Joe doing color on a couple of postseason games. Joe still believes that it was ordained that was going to happen, that run back against Stanford at the end of the season.
It was a definitive Joe Cap type of play. They reverted to an old rugby type play to beat Stanford. You know, Kevin Moan will probably be the subject of a trivia question by next year.
No doubt. The play of the decade in college football. Second down and 10 from the 43-yard line. Hostetler trying to escape from his own men, and then he gets buried back at the 36-yard line by David Ponder. Been a very good night for the Seminoles and for Bobby Bowden.
Bobby Bowden was a scrambling type quarterback back at Samford College in the early 50s. He said that he had one receiver who would simply run down there and get open, and he would run around until he saw him. That was it.
That was Vince Gibson, who until recently was the coach at Tulane.
Yep. That's the guy.
Easy play to call in the huddle, isn't it?
You run down there and get open, I'll scramble around and find you. It's the old touch football play.
Like you with the tight?
That's right.
Third down and 15 from the 37-yard line. Hostetler going deep. Intended for Mullen and batted away by McCrary. And he's had a great night for them defensively. McCrary, 2 interceptions, a touchdown saving tackle, and now another big deflection. There he is.
We are going to be choosing a most valuable player for both teams on behalf of Chevrolet. More to come on that. Here's the play again. Play action fake. And it looks momentarily as if Gary Mullen, number 1, is going to be open going to the post pattern. Harvey Clayton, number 24, and Brian McCrary, number 43, right there on the coverage.
Florida State now takes a timeout as West Virginia comes in ostensibly to punt. 7:59 remaining in the game. Noles by 25.
That's surprising, Mr. Goodwrench. You mean a wheel alignment could really save me gas?
Sure can, as much as a gallon of tank full.
A gallon?
Right.
Fourth down, West Virginia sending in the punting unit. Steve Superick to do the kicking. Cedric Jones is deep to receive for Florida State. Floating kick, angled for the near side. Jones letting it bounce, and West Virginia will down the ball at the 17-yard line. So the Seminoles, with 7:45 remaining in the game, leading 31-6. First and 10. 47-yard punt for Superick. Most of the crowd beginning to file out. A reminder, coming up Saturdays this winter on ABC, we'll have Sports Beat premiering at the end of the month. The Pro Boulders Tour back again, year 21, beginning January the 15th. And Wide World premiering on the 22nd of January. From the 18-yard line, Allen takes the inside give and moves out to the 26-yard line where Dennis Foltz makes the tackle. Sundays this winter, the Superstars back. Live coverage of the men's and women's finals. The USA against the world in amateur boxing. ABC's Wide World of Sports. And, of course, beginning in early March, the debut of the United States Football League on ABC.
Looking forward to that.
You may make a comeback.
I've been throwing it. Yep. Oh, we got the Oakland Invaders right in my backyard there in Alameda.
Second down and 2 from the 26-yard line. And it's Cedric Jones, who's been running back kicks tonight, getting his first call as a ball carrier. Appears to be shy of a first down by a yard or so with under 7 minutes to play in the game. Well, Kelly Lowry had been the starter since late September. And even though Williams had seen a lot of action, Blair got the call tonight And Lowry has spent the entire night in that posture.
You talk about a non-key sheeting quarterback. He played a little bit of defensive end and linebacker before they moved him back to quarterback.
After he had survived a horrendous motorcycle accident. Yep. This is Allen looking for the first down. He has it. And Gregg moves out to the 37-yard line. Stopped by Reggie Armstead. Well, little doubt, as Florida State did not appear on national television this season, that you're looking at a fellow there, many of you for the first time, Greg Allen, who you may have heard about, having led the nation in scoring. And you can see why he did that and why they think he is a potential All-American. Good night. 125 yards. First down from the 36-yard line. Allen will strut his stuff again, and he slinks his way out to the 49-yard line. A little showcase time for Allen here.
Well, he was a Football News freshman All-American last year. He had an incredible freshman season. We talked about some of the numbers that he had last year. As you said, they're probably going to project him as an All-American next year and then start pumping him up for the Heisman in his senior year.
Assuming he has a good junior year. Just a sophomore. He comes out now. Ricky Williams coming in. Allen scored 4 touchdowns in a game 3 times this season. Moving to the outside is Billy Allen, who scored the touchdown on the kickoff return in the first half. And Billy getting a chance to carry the ball from scrimmage. Takes it to the 42 of West Virginia.
And as you pointed out, he is a burner. The man can flat fly.
Second down and 2. Florida State at the West Virginia 43-yard line. 5 minutes and 10 seconds remaining in the game. Mercifully for West Virginia. Second down and 2. It has been a very long night for the Mountaineers. And a key defensive play turned in there by Chuck Harris as Ricky Williams carries the ball for no gain. Chuck Harris, number 70, senior from Galena, Illinois. .450 to play in the game. Had a flag on the last play and a 5-yard penalty to be assessed. Here's the call.
Illegal use of the hands. Offense.
Florida State's been whistled several times tonight, but the penalties really haven't hurt them.
I said at the very top of the show, I'm talking about the quarterback tandem, that probably both would play unless one got the hot hand. Blair Williams having a good night, 14 of 26 for 164 yards, and of course that touchdown just before halftime.
Second down and 8. Fake the swing. Coming back the other way is Williams. And Williams, looking like Hostetler, bounces his way to the 43-yard line. Stopped by Armstead.
He's going to have to learn to not do that if he wants to survive.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
He made a good move, though, because he had a quick screen called to his left, and he saw the pressure there. If he had thrown the ball out there and lobbed it, it could have gotten picked off, so he moved back to his right and scrambled for good yardage. Now, let's see. What do those numbers reflect?
They reflect the dominance of Florida State in the second half in particular. The fact that earlier in the game, on the ground, West Virginia had a 2-to-1 edge. Everything's been turned around, though, as Williams throws incomplete on 3rd down and 3. So it's a 4th down upcoming. Mobley was the intended receiver. 4th down and 3 with 3 minutes and 48 seconds remaining in the game. Our guys in the booth doing a great job tonight. Kelly J. Hayes fighting the flu bug, which you and I will have tomorrow, no doubt.
Absolutely.
George Hill, statistician. 4th down and 3 from the 44, and they'll go for it. And this is Billy Allen trying to cut back inside, and Billy Allen is going to get that first down with a move to the outside. As he takes it to the 36-yard line, Tim Agee making the tackle.
Boy, they have some athletes, don't they? And they keep coming at you. You'll remember this night for a long time. This is not a dream. This is a nightmare.
Yeah, no doubt. It was a very important game, too, for West Virginia in the sense that it gave them the national exposure. They were 9th and 10th, and the two polls had a chance to move up, but that won't be the case as they trailed by 25 with 3 minutes and 37 seconds remaining in the Gator Bowl. Gross Cup back at the Gator Bowl with 3:37 to play in the game. Florida State 1st and 10 at the West Virginia 37-yard line. Florida State on top by 25, and Williams going long, looking for some more, and it's picked off at the 4-yard line by Steve Newberry. Ouija Thompson was the intended receiver. So Newberry, who was burned earlier, comes back with an interception. He made 4 during the regular season. And West Virginia will take over at the 4-yard line with 3 minutes and 28 seconds remaining in the game. Kevin White is the new quarterback, number 14. First time we've seen him tonight. Hostetler's backup. And he'll roll to his right and throw out of the end zone, and the pass is complete to the tight end Rao, who breaks a couple of tackles and works his way out to the 27-yard line, where he's stopped by Gary Henry. First down. The executive producer of ABC Sports is Roone Arledge. Ken Wolf producing tonight's game. Larry Cam, our director. Technical director was Warner Gunther. Associate director John Bassoni. Our technical manager Sandy Sandberg. Murray Schwartz, our unit manager. Earl Woody Fryman, the assistant to the producer. We thank you, gang, for working here in the rain. From the 27-yard line. And the sack by Alfonso Carricker of Kevin White. There's Carricker. He likes to prance around, get the crowd going. High five here, high five there. Strutting his stuff before 80,913 in the Gator Bowl, and with the expansion, that's obviously a new record. Second down and 19 from the 19-yard line. White scrambling. And it's complete to Miller, who breaks some tackles and gets spun down after he picks up the first down out of the 42-yard line, Darrell Miller.
That's exciting for a young sophomore quarterback to come off the bench like that in a nationally televised game and complete your first 2 passes. Kevin White, 6 feet, 180 pounds. He's a sophomore from Casa Grande, Arizona. And he's throwing to his wide receiver, number 81 there, Darrell Miller. He just runs a little curl out pattern. And that ball was right on the numbers.
42-yard line, first down. And the reverse. It's Mullen. And he's run out of bounds after he picks up a first down in Seminole territory at the 47-yard line. And we're down to 145. And there is Greg Allen. He's a quiet fella. Chatted with him yesterday.
He has 138 yards on the evening, 15 carries, 2 touchdowns. Still quite a ways away from the Gator Bowl record, though, which is 216 yards, set by Floyd Little, Syracuse. That goes back a few years. We're talking about the mid-60s there.
First down at the 46 for West Virginia. White forced to scramble again, looking for the sideline. And he finds it. 1:36 to go.
White chased out by
So Florida State ready to close its season with a victory in the Gator Bowl. They'll wind up 9-3. A like figure for West Virginia. And again, another good year for Don Nehlen. We mentioned earlier, first time that West Virginia in its 90-year football history has gone to bowl games back-to-back.
Back-to-back bowls, Peach Gator.
And next year they'll have Hostetler back. The junior didn't have a good night tonight, but he proved what he can do during the course of the regular season. White going deep and incomplete. Inside the 15-yard line, intended for Wayne Brown, and the coverage by Rocky Kinsey. 1:29 remaining in the game.
White's pass intended for Brown.
Bobby Bowden, he can go back to the golf course tomorrow. Doesn't play during the season, he says. He loves it in the offseason.
Says especially after he finishes recruiting.
Wonder he takes tips from Nicholas's kid.
Good coach.
3rd down and 9. They can reverse rolls. This is Miller making the catch over the middle. Gets to the 25. Young Steve can say, now listen, I'll help you with the grip if you give me a little more playing time.
A little more playing time, yeah. Put in some special routes for me. A couple gadget plays. Put in the shovel pass for me. Well, Happy New Year, partner. Been
Happy
great
New Year
working
to
with
you.
you again. Great year.
Great. Enjoyed it very much.
Liked it. Anybody want to tell Happy New Year?
Well, we'll think about it.
Whole bunch.
Here's White. Incomplete with a minute to go in the game. Want to wish Happy New Year to anybody?
Yeah, all of the folks, all the friends, all the relatives, and a special thanks to the travel shop people for that birthday surprise the other day. That was real nice.
You did have a birthday the other day, didn't you?
Yep.
Well, let me think about this for a second.
You're going to try to figure it out now,
Well,
right?
yeah. All-America 25 years ago, right? You were a great student athlete, though. You may have graduated from college when you were 16.
Absolutely. Definitive student athlete.
2nd down and 10 at the 25-yard line. Again, they fake the reverse this time, and wide open for the touchdown is Miller. So they go to the second string quarterback, and they go to the very back pages of the playbook, and they come up with their first touchdown of the night. After 2 field goals by Woodside earlier, it's Darrell Miller on the receiving end of White's touchdown pass.
This is a great situation for a backup quarterback because you can play it fast and loose. Darrell Miller, number 81, simply runs a crossing pattern. They fake the reverse. Kevin White rolls out, nails him, makes a catch into the end zone, and oh, that's a fun play. That's a great feeling for it. I like to see that.
Especially after a team has a night like West Virginia's had tonight, at least you close it on an up note of sorts.
That's the kind of thing, that kind of positive energy can carry over into the following year, believe it or not.
A lot of these fellas will be back. It's a basically young team that Neyland has molded. They're going to call a timeout here. They're going to go for 2 points. Nothing to lose, obviously. 51 seconds to go. They're down 31-12.
Why not pull out every gadget in the book now? I like this very much. He fakes the tailback draw right there. Now watch, it appears to be momentarily a reverse. That's a good fake by Kevin White, number 14. He looks back as if he's watching the handoff, and then he throws to Miller, number 81, coming down and making a leaping, sprawling catch into the end zone.
So Neyland has just given White the play call here for the 2-point conversion.
That's exciting for that young sophomore right there. I'm happy for the guy, really. Rough night for Hostetler, frustrating. And like I say, during the year, it really hasn't shown that because he had a great season.
2-point conversion attempt. White, and it's deflected and incomplete. So they come up short there. And Florida State will get set to receive the kick after the West Virginia touchdown. So the Mountaineers able to cross the goal line with 51 seconds to go in the game. 31-12 FSU. Florida State 31, West Virginia 12. Under a minute to go. Florida State expecting an onside kick from Woodside, and they get it, but they cover it. We also have a penalty flag down. Might have an offside call coming up on West Virginia. Cedric Jones was covering the ball.
Offsides kickers declined. First down.
And the kicking unit offside. So Florida State at the 49-yard line, and unless West Virginia wants to stop the clock, and they have all 3 timeouts remaining, Florida State can just call on it and end it. 31-12. The Seminoles on top. Bobby Bowden completing his 7th season in Tallahassee. Moving over the right side is Billy Allen, taking it to the 44-yard line. Billy picking up close to 7. 2nd down and 3.
You know, you get a team as explosive as Florida State is, and sometimes they're just trying to run out the clock with their power pitch play to the tailback, and the guy's allowed to break one and run it in, and then they're accused of running up the score.
Yep.
And it's because of the fact that they have so many superior athletes on their team that any one of them, you take a backup guy like Allen, he can go all the way anytime.
Well, Williams is going to throw. He finds Ouija Thompson, who gets inside the 20, and Thompson is dropped at the 14-yard line. The clock is momentarily stopped for the first down with 7 seconds to play.
However,
look at this. Florida State is taking a timeout, which is not going to sit too well with the West Virginia people, I've got to tell you.
Yeah. I was going to say the aforementioned appraisal would no longer apply because right now it appears that they are trying to run up the score, and I don't understand that. This is so uncharacteristic of Bobby Bowden's approach. I mean, he's such a gentleman, and you would think that now they would just simply want to get the game over with.
Well, you wonder if Bowden in fact called it. It might have been one of the players who asked for a timeout, perhaps.
Yeah, in fact, maybe that's why Bobby looks upset right now.
Yep. I would doubt. Yeah, you're leading 31-12. You're not
or maybe the quarterback called an audible.
Could be.
More than likely, that was the case. He saw something that was wide open, and he just checked off to it. I would think that the latter would be more likely.
Possible. Meanwhile, West Virginia is very confused on defense. They had guys running on and off the field, and so they take a timeout to get the proper 11 out there. 31-12. Well, for our Chevy players, our MVPs, we have picked Greg Allen of Florida State, who had a great night. West Virginia, nobody really had what you'd call a terrific night, but Tim Agee did a pretty decent job.
He was busy, and during the regular season, he had 116 tackles and 4 interceptions, and he's a guy who consistently plays hard-nosed football. Greg Allen had one of the good nights in Gator Bowl history, quite a way short of the record by a point little, but 138 yards rushing tonight, and he scored 2 touchdowns.
So in each man's name, a $1,000 scholarship grant from Chevrolet to the General Scholarship Fund at the respective universities. Should be the final play of the game now with 7 seconds to go, and the crowd having filed out. Just the band remaining, basically. And Williams, well, he's going to look for 6 more points, and he'll come up short on a pass that's completed down to the 5 to Jeff Bowden, Bobby's son, and that's it. That's the end of the ball game. Florida State came in as a slight favorite. They led by 11 points at halftime. Bowden gets a ride off the field. The Seminoles end the season with a mark of 9-3. And they're a young team, and a lot of fellas are coming back. And so when you look ahead to 1983, I think Florida State's going to wind up in a lot of folks' preseason top 10. Seminoles winning it 31-12 over the Mountaineers of West Virginia, and will return to the Gator Bowl in Jacksonville, Florida right after this.